So the HTC One M8 is running Android KitKat 4.4, but it's customized using HTC's Sense interface. So it's still got things like the blink feed when you swipe left, so this aggregates different pieces of content. You can completely customize this, choose whichever you want. It's also got the different app styles here, so it looks different from, say, a Samsung phone or a regular Android phone. And HTC has also added some interesting gestures, so instead of having to reach up and press the lock button to wake up the device, you can now just double tap on the screen, or if you swipe left it will go automatically into blink feed. If you swipe down, call mum, it lets you do voice activation, which isn't the greatest as you can see here, and you can also unlock the device. So it's a pretty interesting feature. One of the other really great features here when you go into the power saving mode is the ability to, it not just has the normal power saving, which is on at the moment, but it has an extreme power saving mode, which you can see here. So what this does is it turns off pretty much most apps apart from the core apps. It turns off stuff like the pedometer. So when that's on, it completely changes the interface of the phone. So this is, you don't have any other screens. This is the only screen you have, so you can only make phone calls, get messages, check your mail and calendar and the calculator app. But this will stretch out the battery for, we're talking tens of hours here. So I'm on 19% here, so if I leave this on, I could probably easily last the rest of the day, probably until 10 o'clock at night in this mode. But you can come out of it whenever you want, and it's probably recommended you could do that at night, because then it will save your power drain overnight, and that's a great feature to have.